Good afternoon. It's time for yet another NFL Bucky's Mill Day. This is your host, Mike C. As always, of course, the star of the show, as always, even more. It's Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Bucky says hi. We're a little late today. I got delayed, but that's okay. We're getting this out. Spending too much time on my damn phone. That's the problem. But Bucky, what in the world do you have in front of you? The promised last week. I have Athlon Sports College Football Magazine, and I honestly don't know if I ever bought a college football magazine before. I know I bought the Draft magazine, of course the NFL magazine. I don't remember if I ever bought a college one before, but this is the year because I stupidly lost or threw out the inserts in my Draft magazine for the millionth time. So I went out and bought a magazine. Carl said it was fine, so that was good. And they got some familiar teams. Got the Hawkeyes, of course, the Reds. God, third time's the charm. The Badgers choked me all up. Got the Gophers, unfortunately, and of course the Cornhuskers. So kind of a central Big Ten teams, which is fine. It's a very good magazine. I've looked through. I haven't really read too much yet. I got it last week. I should have read more. It's got, I don't know, 133 teams. And it's not a lot of information on each one, which is fine. It's got a list of players, at least the starters. It's got the conferences. It's got All-Stars. It's got Heisman Trophy hopefuls. A lot of good information, a lot of good teams, a lot of good players. It's exactly what I need. It's not 8 pages of Boise State or something. Well, Boise came to my head, but it was very good, and it'll be very helpful. And we're going to use it not just for the cover like this week. As Bucky peeks up over the top, we're going to use teams. Excuse me. Teams, divisions, things like that. And we're going to use a lot of this magazine. And it'd be a lot of fun to read, and I can't wait to go through all this. Not too much news report. It's still kind of an off time of the year. Lions news, not a lot. Like I said, there's still talk of free agency and trades. They're still talking of trading for Chase Young from the Commanders, and I'd be all for that. I posted something the other day on a Lions website that this guy does named Mike, which I've mentioned before. He's offered a third and a player. I offered a fourth and Julian Okwara for the Lions, and because he's not going to make the team anyway, and I think that would be great. A third would be okay. You probably could get him for a fourth, but probably not. But third and a player, or fourth and a player, just a third, and that should be enough. He's a dynamic player. He was second overall in the same draft as Julian Okwara, who was drafted after him. The Lions have a ton of defensive ends. Like I said, Julian Okwara probably won't make it. But they can, probably cut a couple players, a couple of fringe players, bid players. They're not essential. They're good substitute players, but Chase Young has the potential to be fantastic. He had a great rookie year. His only problem is being injured, and if they can get that correct, they got a great player. I'd sign him to a multi-year contract, not just a one-year deal, because you're going to trade somebody for 1 year. It's kind of tough. But Chase Young's a hell of a talent from Ohio State, I believe. And so that's I would be all for that. And really solidify that defensive line. Still don't have a great defensive tackle, in my opinion. Chase Young, or not Chase Young. I'm making mistakes today. I can't remember the guy's name. So I don't think they're going to sign anybody else for that. The other player they talk a lot about is DeAndre Hopkins, the wide receiver. I just don't think they're going to get him. He's been rumored for the Lions. I don't know. If they get him, that's fine. I'd be happy about it. I just don't see him going there for some reason. But we'll just have to wait and see. OTAs are starting. Training camps are starting pretty soon. No real major injuries. A lot of news that other players have done well. I mean, it's all very subjective in my opinion. I mean, there's no pads, no contact. It's just all, running through different plays and stuff like that, which is fine. You need that. But we'll see what happens with that. But the OTAs are going to start pretty soon. Organized team activities. And like I said, the main training camp will be starting very soon. And look forward to that. That's about it for the Lions news. Reds they're hanging in there. They won like 4 of the last 6 games. And I think they're still in 3rd place, I remember. So they're doing better than I thought. They're playing the Cardinals, I believe, now. But my brother sent me a YouTube video of the 1958 World Series. We said in 57 too. The Braves won 57. They played the Yankees both years, and they lost in 58. And my brother blames me for that because I was 1 month old when that was going on. And he said it was my fault that the Braves lost. So I apologized again to him for that. But it was good, old footage, grainy, very dark. And I knew more players from that team that I didn't see them, obviously. But I knew their names more than I do now, which tells you a lot about how much I follow baseball. And I love baseball. I just don't follow it as much like I used to. It's really not as much as football. The Hawks are still, waiting for the draft. I saw a news clip, I guess you want to call it. The Hawks would trade the number 1 overall pick. I don't care if they give you the whole damn team. I wouldn't do it. I think it was, what team was that, Bucky? I can't remember the team but that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And if they got like 5 first-round picks or something, maybe. But you get a once-in-a-lifetime player like that. Jeez. So hopefully they won't do that. That's coming up later this month. Stanley Cup Finals are still going on. Vegas is ahead 3-1, I believe, or 3-2. I know Vegas is ahead. We'll put it that way. And so I hope they win. That'd be cool. NBA playoffs are still going on. I don't watch. I haven't watched any of it, to be honest with you. I think Miami's ahead. I don't know. I just don't care about the NBA that much anymore. Otherwise than that, there's not a heck of a lot going on in the world of sports. Just waiting for football to start. Should be getting my pro football magazine pretty soon. So when I get that, if it's this week, that'll be, a prop for Bucky. Otherwise, we're going to use, like I said, teams and conferences and players, that'll be inside the magazine. So that'll be fun. I guess on a sad note, we lost a wrestling legend. The Iron Sheik passed away. A great athlete. I mean, he was an Olympic wrestling star for Iran, or I want to say. And he was a great athlete. Hated, oh my God, was he hated. He defeated Bob Backlund. Somebody threw the towel in, the manager. Very controversial, I guess, at the time. And he went on and he lost to Hulk Hogan, and that started the whole entire Hulk Hogan reign. And I guess he had a few rematches, but he was a great athlete, the most hated man for years in wrestling. And but the interviews that I've seen, very humble, and not in the ring, I'll tell you that. But a great athlete, a great wrestler, and a true legend. And I posted that on a few sites. And the Iron Sheik he'll be missed. And I've seen a couple of tributes, on the wrestling matches. Other than that, Bucky, what time are we doing? I can't even see the time, Bucky. It's 10 minutes. The weather's been okay. It's cool today. Has been real hot the last week. We actually got some rain the other day, which we needed, so that was good. So I'm gonna be off, take a shower, wash my hair, and get dressed. Fine. It's like, what is it, 2 in the afternoon? I haven't even dressed yet. So I think that's about it, Bucky. We did 16 views last week, which is very good for us. I only have 17 subscriptions, so that's good. I still can't believe I lost that last one. But so I haven't got a new subscription in a long time, and that's fine. Like I said, they're in beg for viewership and all that stuff. That's just not my style. So 16 is very good. That's about the most that I can get in a week. And I'll see how well we do this week. And got some more pictures coming. And next time I go to CVS, I'll get some more. And constantly adding to my, I guess, collection. But we'll see what happens. So, for Mike C, and of course, the Star Show, it's Bucky. Say bye, Bucky. Bucky says bye. Take care, everybody. Tell someone you love them, and be kind, and love a dog. That's always a great thing. All right, bye now.